Hello, darling. Hi. How you doing? Welcome or welcome back. Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Okay. Happy Manifestation Monday. I did a quick meditation and shuffling right before I started this, and I was just shuffling, not getting cards out, but I have my crystal ball here. I was called to scry during this message, and when I looked down, I have this selenite wand that was like behind this crystal ball, and what I can see, it looks like that selenite is in the shape of an eye, and it's very focused in the center. What is this? A fuzz. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for a second because I don't know. Someone's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. Okay, it's like blurred, right? But in the middle of this eye-shaped selenite, it looks like a pupil. Okay, and I was like, oh, crystal eyes. Crystal eyes. Crystal eyes. And I very distinctly heard that you see something clearly even though you think you don't. It feels fuzzy. It appears fuzzy to you. You think it's fuzzy, but you see something very clearly intuitively, okay? Maybe the fuzziness is us really wanting to see something different than what is actually true right now. And that's being emphasized. Now with manifesting, I do believe that you, my darling, are a piece of the divine. You are the operant power of your reality. So with enough focus and release and belief, okay, restful belief in what you want, I do believe that you will experience whatever it is that you want. But maybe we're having a hard time seeing what part of us is not being clear with our desires. Maybe we're not willing to see that. Maybe we think we're putting our all into this belief, but then really most of the day we're worried or anxious or unsure or, wishy-washy about our certainty in what we can manifest, okay? There's something about that. Now also in this crystal ball, there is a triple reflection of my ring light, which looks like 2 solar eclipses and very distinctively a new moon. Okay, so there's something here about eclipse seasons. I feel like both of them, Scorpio and what's the other one? April, right? Is there 2 eclipses or season? Is Scorpio season just the main eclipse season? I don't know. March and April. I felt like it had to do with last October-ish and this most recent eclipse season in April with the solar eclipse. Okay, that's what I feel like. Something about that and the new moon in Leo upcoming. Okay, now I'm being drawn to Lionsgate. August, not April 8th, 4/8. Interesting. 4/8, and then I was thinking Lionsgate, which is August 8th. 4/8/8/8. And I believe this year, 2024, this year is an 8 year. 2024 reduces to 8. So I feel like 888 could be significant. Go meditate on the energy of that, okay? I feel like especially like right now, I just heard specifically on the 27th of July. I'm not sure why. The 27th of July, meditate on 888, okay? Because there's something here about us realizing that we will see something clearly that we believe is fuzzy that is not fuzzy. Seeing things as they are, okay? Let's jump into the reading. That's all channeled. I'm going to keep this out and I'm going to keep scrying as this reading goes. And we'll see what wants to come out for you in your manifestation journey. Journey. Why did I say that? Journey. Jorn. I don't know. Maybe that name is significant. Jorn. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise 444 on the clock. Messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me for the betterment of my darling, for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you for being here. Deep breaths before we get into it. Okay, Okay, Spirit. What is it energetically that's going on in my darling's manifestation journey in their life that they have questions or need clarity on, or that you want to confirm? Shadow reversed. Shadow reversed. Something being illuminated. There's a part of our shadow, there's a part that we are not seeing, that we haven't seen for a while, and that's being illuminated. You're going to see something clearly. You're going to illuminate something. Relief reversed. My deck is not reversed. Knowledge on bottom. Power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Message is the key. Talisman. Knowledge is power. Message, key. Message, talisman. Death, new life. Death and new life. Time. Death, new life. Time. Okay. Relief reversed. Okay, so I feel like there has been a shadow side that we have not seen. A shadow truth, okay? That we have not been willing to acknowledge. Hold on. We're getting distracted. Getting distracted. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what is this? The most powerful frequency of the universe, 888, opens all doors. I'm telling you, something about 888. This video just popped up. It's like a frequency of 888. I'm not sure. I've never heard this before, so that's bizarre that that just popped up. I thought I put this last video on repeat, but I guess I didn't. We're going to listen to it. That seems significant. Okay, 888. So freaking weird how confirmation-y, how confirming this whole thing is, okay? So there's something that has been preventing relief, okay? Relief. I feel like there is something that has been pestering us. It's been sitting, unease, right? It's almost like fear. I'm getting the fear of the dark, okay? With manifesting, I feel like something's being illuminated, okay? And the thing is, we might not like what we see at first. It's almost like we might really, what we're manifesting from might really be a position, an identity of I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right, okay? Now, there's no right or wrong answer. The point of manifesting and you being the operant power of your reality is that you're manifesting constantly. You're always successfully manifesting. It's just whether or not you are as consciously aware of what you're manifesting as you believe you are, okay? It's all about the beliefs and feelings. Now, beliefs are something that you have an emotional tie to. So you can say you believe one thing, but if that feels very mundane and untrue, and then you have a different belief that you're trying to change, but that gets you emotionally charged, there's a sign of what you believe more, right? And this is not something to fear. This is something to process, okay? Because it's almost like we have been faking relief and faking acceptance in something that we don't like. And that's actually what's blocking us from seeing the depth of why we have this shadow idea or this negative belief about something, okay? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Message and talisman. I feel like you are being sent messages from the universe, from your higher self, from your inner self. The message is coming through loud and clear. Will you take the key that they have to offer? There's something in these messages, in these intuitive messages, these shadow messages, these fears that you have that are a key to you unlocking and surpassing those limitations and manifesting, okay? Death, new life, and time, okay? Your new life is going to cost you your old one. Your new self is going to cost you your old self if you want to be the version of yourself empowered, confident, successful, knowing that, believing that, having an emotional tie to that reality where that is absolutely true for you. Then you must sacrifice the old version of your belief system of who you have been. You must no longer let that version of you win. And maybe that version of you, we're several versions of ourselves during many different parts of our life because we're constantly changing and evolving. Okay? We're evolving with our circumstances. So there's something here about realizing the version of yourself that you have been or that you are now is going to put up a fight, and that is going to make your ego want to have an ego boost in the form of, see, I knew I was right. Maybe your ego boost is in the form of, I just knew this wouldn't manifest for me the way that I wanted it to. I just knew so-and-so was like that. I just knew they weren't going to treat me right. I just knew something like that, right? And it doesn't have to be so dramatic. Again, I apologize. I've said this many times. I'm an Aries. And so I can tend to communicate a little bit more sassily than most people. Okay? It's just who I am. It is what it is. I will, when I realize I'm communicating that way, I will acknowledge it. Okay? But it's not a reflection of who you actually are, unless it actually is a reflection of who you're being or how your ego is navigating, right? With manifesting. But I feel like here, the point is, prove yourself right in the way that you want. Disregard the old version of yourself, the old version of yourself with a victim mentality, the old version of yourself that had to protect yourself from life. I'm getting the thorns on this rose image here. Okay? Time. Time is an illusion. Don't worry about the time. Easier said than done. I feel that. Again, I'm an Aries. I'm impatient. Okay? The initial, the first zodiac sign in the zodiac calendar. The initiator, the starter. I don't like waiting. I like to get things done. So time, I feel this. Wanting things to get done quicker than it is. Wanting things to shift quicker than it is. The more you stick to the idea of, I am the new version of myself that I desire to be in the new reality that I desire. I am successful. I am abundant. I am loved. I am worthy. I feel confident. I am constantly every day is the best season of my life thus far. Every new day is the best season. It just gets better and better. The more we do that, the easier it gets, and the faster time rushes in to complement those beliefs. Okay? It takes time. We're transmuting the shadow that would transmute on the bottom. Oh, look at this. Nature, spirits, and growth. Yeah. Okay. Nature, spirits, growth, gratitude. Those were all on the bottom, and I understand that. So I'm going to put those back. But there's something here. You see something clearly. You maybe don't want to see it. You maybe are trying to blur your vision. Have y'all ever done that when you're watching scary movies? Like, instead of just straight up blocking your face, you just kind of like blur your eyes so that it's less scary. I feel like that's kind of like what this revelation of this shadow side, this shadow belief that we don't want to see is. Okay? We're like intentionally blurring our eyes, and then we're like, oh, I have fuzzy vision. But you could unblur your eyes. You can. You can. Okay, let's get into tarot. All right, Spirit. How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? Just shuffle. Okay. Get a signifier for your energy. Okay. All right, Spirit, will you please give me a signifier for my darlings' energy and their manifestation journey? How is their energy showing up right now? There's one. Ace of Pentacles. A whole new life, a whole new world, a new pathway. You might just be starting on something, or you might have been really shifting into a new pathway for your belief systems within the last year. I'm getting the year time frame. Again, the moon, something about the new moon or the eclipses. Okay. So Darling's an Ace of Pentacles. Darling is in stepping into a new reality. Stepping into a new life. Okay. How do we want this? We'll put this up here. Okay. That's Darling's signifier. Okay. Okay. How is this affecting their manifestations? What's manifesting around them as they are in this Ace of Pentacles energy, Spirit? What do you want them to know? What's manifesting? Ten of Wands. What else? I'm being told to just go through the deck until I get to the end of the deck. Three of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Tower, Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay, so right now what's happening around you, because of your stepping into this new version of self for the last year, really working on yourself, I feel like you are busting through blockades, energetic barriers. I feel like you are pushing through them. I'm getting how the difference between the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Wands is two wands, the Two of Wands, which would be setting forth on a new path, doing something different, getting out of your comfort zone, okay, broadening your horizons. And so I feel like you deciding to actually do something different is busting through a blockage that has been long-standing and been very heavy, okay, dropping the burden, feeling light as a feather, finally soaring, things soaring, your energy soaring. And I feel like you're manifesting very quickly. Literally the Magician card right smack dab in the middle. You're manifesting rapidly, okay? Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. I feel like these go together. Like, you know what it is? Okay, so for the last several weeks, I've been getting that the Four of Cups energy has been like a rejection, like saying no, like standing your ground, like not saying yes to things, not believing things, not emotionally investing in things that you don't want to emotionally invest in, not getting triggered, sort of standing or sitting your ground. Just like, no, I'm sitting here with my Three Cups, which we've got three cups on the bottom, mind, body, spirit. I'm sitting here with my emotional cups, and whatever is coming into my life, I get the opportunity to accept it or reject it, okay? And I feel like you are in a very empowered state of rejecting things that cause any sort of imbalance or are not in not aligned with the priority of what you are wanting to create for yourself, what you're wanting to feel. You're very accountable for your feelings and for your energy, okay? I feel like you're being really embraced spiritually right now. I'm getting spirit team from the Three of Cups, really celebrated, really carried. And I feel like every time you make these decisions, like you're seeing rapid momentum movement forward in your manifestations or in confirmations of what you're doing from your spirit team. This could be like a mother figure or a grandmother figure on the other side specifically who's really alongside you. But ultimately, I just feel like it's this level of receiving and believing that you're stepping into and that you're being supported upon, okay? This has been because you have at one point played a victim. Okay, victim mode. Victim mode. I can't get out. I'm stuck, but the swords are all around them. You don't need a savior. You never needed a savior. You save yourself, right? Yeah. No more damsel in distress type energy. No more victim mentality. You really cut yourself free from that. You realized you had to use your intuition, okay? I'm getting here how, okay, normally this is an indecision card, okay? But I'm getting how the eyes are closed, right? And so this person has to make a choice, not based on what they see around them, but on their intuition, Okay? And the thing that might be hard about making this decision is that you see both angles. You understand both sides of the coin, right? But I feel like you're reframing this like, oh, I don't know which way or that way. It's more like, no matter what I choose, I can make it work out for me. It's the empowered feeling. Like, I'm not going to let my circumstances around me, my surroundings, my environment affect my decision making anymore. Okay? This is a major change. Because at once, I feel like you were a very stubborn tower in your belief system of what was, of who you were, feeling imprisoned to life, feeling imprisoned to your circumstances. And so I feel like you stepping into this, I refuse to identify as a victim, that broke you out of that tower, okay? That broke you out of the tower, and you'll never have to go back in there. You might wander for a little while you get your footing. You know, you might feel disoriented for a bit, but that is really an empowerment move for you, because as you're disoriented from what you're used to, you walk through intuition, you see things clearly. It may seem fuzzy, it may seem unclear, but you're navigating from your esoteric, your God flow state, intuition. Just like at this point, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what's around me. I just know I'm moving on to better things. Okay? It's like that. It's like that. This has been a perspective change. Okay? Perspective change. Interesting stuff. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay. This is good though. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me about this shadow reversed and relief in reverse for this season of my darling's manifestation journey? Spirit's like, can you please stop calling it a manifestation journey, Hillary? They manifest all the time and always have been. Okay, they're conscious. Their conscious manifestation journey. I feel like I'm about to get smacked upside the head by my spirit guides. Knock it off. Okay, so get serious, Hillary. Get serious, okay? Tell me about the shadow reversed and the relief reversed for my darling's conscious manifesting experience right now. What's the shadow reversed? 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups on the bottom, the Emperor, High Priestess. Okay. Shadow reversed, 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles. I'm getting like the inner child healing that is necessary for you to take accountability and take responsibility over your emotional well-being. Again, I feel like maybe who I'm speaking to, naturally and probably reasonably, you have navigated from inner child wounding, which would need a savior. Like if we are navigating out of our triggers and we identify with our hardships and we identify with what's happened to us, and life has been something that has been thrown our way and we haven't had anyone to defend us from life, then that story is something that we have to intentionally, with our God state being, our empowered self, work on that with our inner child, right? Work on reframing our safety, right? And so I feel like the shadow illumination side, okay, 8 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, is you walking away from telling the child self, the child version of yourself, that you have something to fear. I feel like it's like realizing that persona of your conscious state is a child who's afraid. And so you had to step into the parent version of yourself and, put a flashlight under the bed, check the closet, and show that inner child version of yourself. You're okay. Look, we're okay. You're at home. You're at home. Your room is safe. I tell this to my kids all the time, okay? I tell this to my kids. First of all, if they have scary dreams or scary thoughts, the first thing we do is we name it a silly name. And they get to pick it, right? They get to pick it. So they pick a silly name. And so let's say they see a, shadow from something in their room, right? We name it a silly name, like Mr. Shadowface or something like that, and then that gets them laughing at it. And then we go through and we're like, yeah, sometimes I get scared of things too. It's normal, sometimes our eyes like to create things, kind of like when we see shapes in the clouds outside. It can do the same thing with shadows. But you're at home. I want you to always remember that. You're at home, and your home is safe, and your home is love, and your room is your kingdom. This is your space just for you. This is only for you. It is all your space. Okay, I apologize. I heard a scream, and so I had to run downstairs to make sure everyone was okay. Everyone's okay. So let's get back into it. Okay. So reassuring the inner child version of yourself that you're actually safe to be happy, to feel safe, okay? That's really important right now. And it's because, it's like you have to step up as the leader of yourself. You have to speak both feminine, caring energy over yourself, over your psychism, over your beliefs and intuition, and also stand empowered tangibly with the Emperor card so that you can feel the bliss of what you want to bring into your life, okay? All right, let's see what this relief reversed is. What is relief reversed, Spirit? Seven of Pentacles, the Magician. 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords, the Lovers. Okay. Okay. So I feel like if you've been feeling the opposite of relief in what you're manifesting because you've been holding on to something turning out a certain way for you to feel safe, it's like Spirit's just really emphasizing that, like, this is you manifesting what you want is not the key to you feeling healed about a certain thing. You have to get very intentional about healing yourself first, about healing a wound, about patching that up emotionally and cognitively as you're manifesting, because again, what we are emotionally attached to and what we identify with is what we manifest as true, right? It's what we manifest as true. So there's something here about revision being very important for this to materialize in a way that is actually balanced and not just, okay, it's like manifesting something tangibly, like manifesting an apology or something like that. Manifesting something to make yourself feel better is kind of unstable, right? You have to feel better first, and then you'll feel comfortable with manifesting things and remaining in that that healed state. If you're waiting to feel healed until you see proof of the opposite of what you're dealing with, then likely a new reality, a new thing that you're manifesting will trigger that already existing wound that you believe is still part of you, any sort of victim story, and it will amplify, right? Because it'll be two stark, contrasting parts of you in disagreement. On one hand, you're trying to manifest being something different while also identifying as the stark opposite still, right? So Spirit is emphasizing, please give yourself the feeling and the belief of a healed version of yourself, of an empowered version of yourself, before you expect the manifestation to come in, okay? Because, like I said, if you're still emotionally tied to a belief system of hurt and pain and deceit and failure and being unsafe, then you will not have true trust and faith and belief in what you're manifesting, okay? That sort of energy, okay. All right, let's leave those there. Okay. Anything that, based on this energy, is upcoming that you want Darling to be aware of, Spirit? It's coming up. Ooh, I'm thirsty. so messy. I don't know how all those other tarot readers keep their card spreads so pretty. How do you do it? Okay. Anything coming up that you want to be aware of? 6 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. 9 of Swords, the Moon, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so coming up, I feel like you have an opportunity to feel like you've done something successfully, you've manifested something successfully. It's feeling proud, it's feeling accomplished, feeling successful. You could be stepping into the limelight, or, you know, having something be showcased and recognized by your community, you know, by your family. And Spirit wants to bring that to your awareness, because it's going to bring up the exact same feelings and truth that you have already walked away from with that 9 of Cups. Spirit wants you to know that just because you might have a moment, okay, of an emotional feeling from the past, that doesn't mean that you haven't revised something effectively, okay? There's something here about, like, we're constantly shifting into new realities, right? We're constantly manifesting new experiences, new lives. Every moment is a manifestation, okay? So because you've had such a long-standing story, it's not like you just decide, okay, that's not who I am anymore, that you're not going to think about it, okay? And there's like no shame about that, right? Mastering this and being aware of it is not a shame tactic at all. It's saying, even when those thoughts come up, okay, view them as scary imagination things that want to, you know, rile up your emotions, and then choose peace with the 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Use your intuition of what you want to believe. See what you want to see. Feel what you want to feel. Don't feel like you have been defeated. Don't believe a lie about being defeated by something that triggers an old emotion. But get yourself to feel what you want to feel more than what you're feeling, what you don't want to feel. Process, and don't avoid the feeling, right? Let it flow through and out of your body. Do something, you know, to get that feeling out of your body. Shaking is a good thing. Dancing, walking, anything like that. Water can be good. Any sort of spiritual bath, but any sort of it's hard because I do really like taking dedicated time to process these things, right? To cleanse these things, but I also recognize that a busy person in everyday life maybe doesn't have that much time, and maybe trying to think about scheduling that in could feel more stressful. So it's more just like, remember, you can cry it out, you can feel it out, with the understanding of, this feeling sucks right now. It's not permanent. It doesn't affect who I am. Okay, again, building a belief system that allows grace and compassion, right? You are the God of your reality. Have some grace and compassion for human moments, for identities that were built upon wounding and stuff that you are trying to move on from. Don't feel defeated, okay? See it for what it is. Don't let it blur your vision. Don't let it cloud your vision about who you are. You can feel it and still be an empowered person. It's just how much you're letting that be something that defines you, that will affect what you're manifesting, right? 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, yeah, it's like, don't get confused by old emotions and don't fear them, okay? Just speak truth over them. Don't try to hide them. Speak truth over them. Illuminate them, okay? It's okay. I'm excited that whatever this is, it feels like what's more important is that you're doing something amazing here. And so that's what Spirit really wants you to step into remembering, is that like, even if you get triggered by an old feeling or a feeling of unworthiness, or other people saying something about your accomplishments that you don't like, that then triggers an old feeling, it's like, what's more important right now? The fact that you're actually doing something amazing, or the fact that something else outside of you, or an old story, can make, like, it's prioritizing. Get what I'm trying to say? Probably not. Get clear, Hillary. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, is there any knowledge nuggets you want Darling to be aware of? Any encouragement? Just that one card, they said. Okay. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands. It's like, ultimately, Spirit just wants to remind you that you've already decided what your new path is, where you're going. You're already on that ship sailing forward, okay? So it's just confirmation. This, when I say Spirit, it's your higher self that I'm talking to, our unified consciousness. So you're already set on a path, and the more you choose that, the better off it is. Like, you can choose a new path whenever. You're doing wonderful. Things are going to come into fruition for you because you're actually taking the necessary steps. You really are. Okay, and then I was told to do this Rainbow Brain Skull deck to close this out. If I can grab it. Okay. Rainbow Brain Skull. All right, what do you want Darling to see about their manifestation journey as we close this out? Darling to know and remember about this manifestation path that they're on. All of those? Okay. Control. Okay, are you gonna be too bright? I might have to like turn down that light real quick. Where is that? Un momento. Okay, let's turn that down like that. See if that's better. That better? A little bit? I love control. Wish I had some. Okay, that like really moved. Okay. It's your own responsibility to expand instead of just contracting. I love that. Water the things you care about. It ain't always gonna be dirt. Oh, water the things you care about. It ain't always gonna be dirt. The thinking mind acts like it's everything, but it's not. You get to control so many atoms. Take a break from small hell you've designed for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I hope that this reading resonated for you. I really enjoyed reading on it, and I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you feel empowered, that you remember who you are, that you feel like you are the operant power of your reality, creating your reality every single second of every single day. And you get to be whoever the frick you decide you are. Decide you want to be. Believe in that. Emotionally feel that. Attached to that, right? Yeah. All right. Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to be wearing the same thing because I've got to record before my trip. So I'm going to record it right now. Okay. I hope to see you then. We're going to see who's talking about you. If not, that's cool too. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful rest of the week, or a fantastic life. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta.